So let's talk about water. I'm sure as a consumer, you weren't aware that over 90% of all the personal care products you use on your body on a daily basis is based in water. The mascara's got water, the moisturizer, hand and body lotion, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, all those things start with water. We self-manufacture in our facility, which is key to us because we can control the ingredients. And the number one ingredient is actually water, but we combine it with aloe. So we take this powder, aloe, and reconstitute it with this clean, pure mountain water from the reservoir near our facility. And it's the base of our products, and it has been for nearly 30 years. Water is key. So in the Northwest where it rains, we have a lot of evergreen trees. Our water source to our laboratory is 9 miles east of our facility. Our manufacturing facility is in a little town called Monroe, Washington, where most of the manufacturing in the country is down in Los Angeles, California. We're very intentional that we're up in Seattle. Why? We want the cleanest, purest water. I'm in Michigan right now, and this is a TDS, total dissolved solids, or a ppm, which is parts per million. Right now, this water reads out of the tap 181 parts per million. What does that mean? It's below 200. So for tap water, that's pretty good. For manufacturing, you want it to be much lower because parts per million is all the little particulates. So chlorine, iron, copper, magnesium, different ingredients like that makes up the percentage of solids in your water. Water is like golf. The lower the score, the better. So let's take a look at what comes out of our tap. This is tap water from our facility in Monroe, Washington. So it comes right out of the tap unfiltered. It reads 22 parts per million. Now, if you're not familiar with this is crazy good water. Clean, pure, mountain fresh. Again, it's a reservoir surrounded by snow-capped mountains most of the year. It's a beautiful place. They send it 9 miles down the road to our facility. Now, let's take a look at what we call our deionized water. So we take that 21, 22 parts per million water, we run it through a deionizer. Oh, it's a bad day. 1 part per million. So what does that mean? You're starting with the cleanest, purest water possible. We have the cleanest water of any laboratory that manufactures product in the United States of America. What does this mean? Basically, my friends who have laboratories in California, their water starts between 500 and 700 parts per million. So if you were to take a beaker of 1 part per million and 500 parts per million, you could visibly see the difference. They run it through what's called reverse osmosis, and you might have an RO unit under your sink in your kitchen at home. That's where you filter water. Well, they run it through RO, then they have to run it through DI, which is a deionizer, and that removes a bunch of metals and particulates also. The best lab in California, a friend of mine, he gets his 500 parts per million water down to 50 parts per million, and they're very proud of that. That's twice as bad as our tap water and 50 times worse than our DI water at 1 part per million. So when you start with the key ingredient and you blend it with aloe vera, both being the highest quality, that's our guarantee to you that you're getting the cleanest, highest potency of water and aloe combined.